Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Saturday here on YouTube, and also we are live starting tonight on Oldies and More Radio. They will be with us for the time being from 9 till midnight into the overtime hours. We welcome in the Oldies and More Network to the Vinyl Treasure Show. Normally we join them when we are in overtime, but we followed Rockin' Ed's show. I saw him in our YouTube chat room. I'm also in the Oldies and More chat room tonight, so if anybody is listening, please join me there. I have a whole bunch of people in the YouTube chat room, so we'll be broadcasting simultaneously. If you like the picture, you go to YouTube. If you like the stream, you don't like to look at the pictures, I don't know who wouldn't, you go to the listen to Oldies and More Radio .com. So I have the list there up on my Facebook wall. Also, I should put it up on my YouTube wall there. But anyway, so thank you all for being here this Saturday, June 29, 2024. Kind of like I don't know, today was kind of a funny day. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I'm supposed to go to a graduation in Long Island. My brother's in Rockville Center, so, but I don't know with the rain or whatnot. But we opened with a cool instrumental by a group called the Chi-Tone 5. It's on Zell Sanders' J&S record label. This one issued in June of 1958, a song called Sack Rock. Now, I know there were a bunch of songs about sack dresses by some of the groups, but this was called Sack Rock, and they were the house band for the J&S record label there for a while. For a number of artists they backed up on the label. Amanda Hopper, Freddie Scott, Johnny and Joe, Baby Washington, also the Belltones. If you have the Scat 45, it mentions this group, the Chi-Tone 5. and a number of artists. And I also think, this is in my estimation, that the Chi-Tone 5 recorded earlier for Monty Bruce's Bruce and Power labels, and that was the same band that backed up all those Harptone records on Bruce. And I think they were known as the Chi-Tans. That's what I say, only because that sax that you heard on that song, I think that is Chester Dixon. If you listen to those Chi-Tans instrumentals, it sounds just like that saxophone. That is in my humble opinion, folks. There you go, June 58, the Chi-Tone 5 on JNS Records with Sac Rock. All requests tonight from the beginning of the show till the end of the show. And let's open up here with a request for listener Big Dave Swinger for the Moonglows. Now, this is an unreleased master. Actually, this was recorded in October of 1955. I think it first came out on a Chess compilation back sometime in 1976, and then maybe this company called Skylark put out some really nice records. Some by the Dells that I have in the collection, Little Caesar and the Romans, but they were all unreleased masters. And so this one I think came out in 1979, maybe. Big Dave, maybe you know, on Skylark Records. The tune written by Harvey Fuqua. They're all singing on this one. It's a cool jump tune. So let's open up from October 55 on the Skylark label for Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room. These are the Moonglows with their tune called Let's Go for Big Dave.
Bop, 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 bop. Oh yes, I love the way you talk. Well, the way you will it. You go. So come on, baby, let's go. Baby, there's one thing I want you to know. Well, that I love you so. So come on, baby, let's go. Baby, don't you treat me like you did before. Baby, don't you treat me like you did before. Come on, baby, let's go, 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 go. Well, that I would be nice. So come on, baby, let's go. Baby, don't you treat me like you did before. Baby, don't you treat me like you did before. So come on, baby, let's go. Out. So come on. Let's go out. Come on, babe. Let's go. Bop, 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 bop. Let's go.
Yeah, those are the Moonglows here to open up the vocal portion of the Vinyl Treasure show. That is by request for Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room. That's originally recorded in October of 1955, not released till 1979 on a Chess a compilation simply called The Moon Glows. Well, it was just called The Moon Glows. And that was one of the cuts issued for the first time. It was sitting in the can for all those years. For The Moon Glows there on Skylark Records. Let's Go is the name of the tune. That comes on red vinyl too. Have it on there. And we're going to play I think, Big Dave, you requested the flip side. We'll save that for next week. Johnny G is your DJ for this evening right here on YouTube and Oldies and More Radio. Those of you watching me on YouTube, if you would please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Also, give me a thumbs up if you enjoy what you're hearing. I cannot take requests on the day of the show. I cannot do that, especially while I'm doing the show. And I can't even do flip sides because I have everything already programmed based on the records that I pull out. Takes a while to play real records. It's not easy like just drop and dragging MP3s. So if you have a request, that's not a big hit either, because the copyright police, they're out chasing Johnny G with every show. And I don't know if I think I have one hit tonight, but I think I survived it because it was on the 1958 survey that I played here. But anyway, I digress. And we count down the music chronologically here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. So I open up with an instrumental and a fast tune, and we're going to start it off here from 1951. Fill a request for listener Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room, and he wants to dedicate this tune out to his wife Jerry. It's The Sound of the Ravens. This is their fifth and final release on the Columbia record label. It features the great Maith Marshall on lead. You're also going to hear the bass Jimmy Ricks come in on this. Let's go to May of 1951 for the Ravens on Columbia. It's called You Foolish Thing. This is for Frank.
A fool never learns until it's too late what happiness love can bring. If you only knew how I cared for you, oh, you foolish thing. If I didn't care, then why should I wait while you're having your last fling? My heart seems to say she'll wake up someday. Oh, you foolish thing.
Now, haven't I tried to show you I care? Well, oh me, oh my. You said you care, can't you be fair? Or will you be a fool until the day you die?
The more that I do, the more that I say. To you it don't mean a thing. But maybe someday you'll see things my way. Oh, you foolish thing. Haven't I tried to show you I care?
Well, oh me,
Oh me,
oh my.
oh my. You say you care, can't you be fair? Will you be a fool until the day you die? The more that I say, the more that I do. To you it don't mean a thing. But maybe someday you'll see things my way. Oh, you foolish thing. Oh, you foolish thing.
That's the great sound of the Ravens there from May 1951. That's Maith Marshall on lead. That's by request for Frank Chingaro, dedicating that to Jerry, his wife. Her favorite tune by the Ravens. That is a great tune there. You Foolish Thing came out on the Columbia record label. And, of course, Frank Chingaro, he is the co-host, along with Gordon Skagberg, of the Rhythm and Blues Serenade that airs on Sunday afternoon beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on WRHU 88.7 FM, live streamed on WRHU.org. That's out of Hofstra University. My nephew was just at the Hofstra basketball arena to graduate. I think it was, on Friday, last Friday, I think it was. But anyway, that show is from 3 to 5 p.m. Frank will be back in the studio on July 7th. It is the anniversary show. So please tune into that program. Tell them Johnny G sent you there. And that is the Rhythm and Blues Serenade with Frank Chingaro and Gordon Skagberg. That is on 88.7 FM WRHU, streaming live on WRHU.org. And thank you, Frank, for being in Johnny G's show and chat room as we continue here. And yes, I was going to do a triple play with the Ravens, but I didn't want to push it because I had another old request for Indrajit in the UK. But this is a flip side request from last week, as I played actually for Frank. He requested I Get My Lovin' on a Saturday Night by the Ravens on the OK label, a subsidiary of Columbia Records that we just heard. And it was Darrell Letts and I think Les Mindenberg and also Big Dave that asked for the flip side. I didn't see Darrell Letts in the chat room, if he is in the chat room. But anyway, so let's give a listen to that flip side here. This is their first of three. This is actually a cover song. This was first done by Rudy Valley and his Connecticut Yankees back in 1937 on the Bluebird record label. You get two in a row with Maith Marshall on lead. August 51, the Ravens on OK for Darrell, Les, and Big Dave. It's called the Whiffin' Poof song, The Ravens.
To the tables down at Maury's, to the place where Louis dwells, to the dear old temple bar we love so well. Sing the Whiffin' Poofs assembled, with their glasses raised on high, and the magic of their singing cast its spell. We will serenade on Louis, while life and voice shall last.
Then we'll pass and be forgotten with the rest. We're poor little lambs who have lost our way. Ba, ba, ba. We're little lost sheep who have gone astray. Ba, ba, ba. Gentlemen, songsters off for the spring, doomed from here to eternity. Lord, have mercy on such as we. We're poor little lambs who have lost our way. Ba, ba, ba. We're poor little sheep who have gone astray.
mercy on a thought as we
go. That is a twin spin on the Ravens there. That's Maith Marshall on lead there. August 51 by request for Darrell Letts, Les and Big Dave, the Whiff and Poof song, their rendition of that tune on the OK record label. Let's move into 1962. How about Johnny? 1952 with a request for Big Dave Swinger. This group had 2 releases on the RCA record label. Let's give a listen to their second, which is actually a cover song. This one also dates back to 1937, as done by Eddie Fisher. And also, wait, Charlene, what is this? Wait, Willie Raskin and Billy Hill. Are those others that recorded this? And the Ink Spots also did it back in 1941, and they're the ones really that made it popular. Now, of course, Elvis Presley also recorded this, you may remember, back in 1957 for RCA Records. But let's give a listen to this rendition from April 1952. It's Billy Bunn and his buddies on the RCA record label for Big Dave Swinger. It's called That's When Your Heartaches Begin.
I wish I were dreaming
when you find your sweetheart in the arms of a friend. That's when your heartaches begin.
Heartaches begin
When dreams of a lifetime must come to an end. That's when your heartaches begin. Share when you bring a friend into your love affairs. Ooh, that's the end of your sweetheart. That's the end of your friend. That's when your heartaches begin. Oh, that's when your heartaches begin.
As Billy Bunn and his buddies there by request For listener Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room, that's April 1952. What a great tune that is. Their rendition of the tune, That's When Your Heartaches Begin. That's on the RCA record label. That's their second release on the label. Remember, I had a duplicate of that I sold, but the RCA vinyl is so clear sounding, sounds good on the turntable. Johnny G, your disc jockey for a Saturday evening right here on YouTube and also Oldies and More Radio. Thank you for being here. If you enjoy what you're hearing, please give me a thumbs up. We stay in the year 1952, and last week I featured the Four Lads. The Four Lads for listener James Stone. I saw James in our YouTube chat room. Played the side called Turn Back. And this group originally from Toronto, Canada. And listener Mark Langdale, all the way over in Australia, wanted Johnny G to flip over the 45. The Four Lads on the OK record label, they sound great. When they went to Columbia and they got involved with Mitch Miller, then forget about it. But I'll play their OK sides here and those and the other artists that they backed up any day of the week. So let's go to March of 1952. Let's flip over that Four Lads song Turn Back, their first of two on the OK label. Tune written by Ben Huey and Rudy Toombs. It features Jimmy Arnold on lead. These are the Four Lads for Mark Langdale in Australia. It's called Tired of Loving You. The Four Lads.
I'll be tired of all your kisses when stars above are tired of shining, when clouds have lost their silver lining. Then I'll be tired of loving you. I'll be tired of your embraces when nightingales are tired of singing, when mission bells are tired of ringing. Then I'll be tired of loving you. And while there's a moon on high to guide both you and I, forever my heart will be yours alone to share. I'll be tired of your caresses when little streams are tired of flowing, when meadow grass is tired of growing. Then I'll be tired of loving you. And while there's a moon on high to guide both you and I, forever my heart will be yours alone and only to share. Oh, I'll be tired of your caresses when little streams are tired of flowing, when meadow grass is tired of growing. Then I'll be tired of loving you.
As Johnny G gets caught here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, that one there. The Four Lads, you cannot, I'm telling you, you can't compare the Columbia 45's to the OK releases. Those are the Four Lads. That's going out to Mark Langdale in Australia there from March 1952. That's the flip side of Turn Back, song entitled Tired of Loving You. That's on the OK record label. We're going to stay in 1952. Let's fill a request for listener James Stone in our YouTube chat. And we go to this great group out of Harlem, New York. They were formed by two ex-members of the Dominoes, that being the bass Bill Brown and Charlie White. And James requested their second release on Sid Nathan's King record label. This side features John Carnegie on lead. Let's go to November of 1952. Give a listen to The Checkers. The Checkers on the King record label, Sid Nathan's King Records. It's called Nights Curtains for James Stone.
I wonder, oh my darling, just where you are, whose arms, oh my dear one, oh, did you tie? Do you still remember those blissful nights? Night when you hold me and whisper in my ear. Well, night when you told me I love you, I remember and wish there was certain. Then I'll be with you always. When night draws its
Well, that's the great sound of the Checkers there from November 1952. That's their second release on Sid Nathan's King record label. That's Nights Curtains there. That's John Carnegie on lead. That's going out to James Stone in our YouTube chat. Well, great sides here. These are requests. These are requests from Johnny G's listeners. I have some really knowledgeable listeners that send me some great requests. It's not the hits that I play here. It's not even the non-hits. It's just the great songs is what it is. And this is another great tune here, as requested by Casey Hines. He's in Paris. He can't tune in live. Tunes in on the archive. Got to say hi to Casey. Thank you, Casey, for your email. If you want to get in touch with your disc jockey, you can email Johnny G with your request. It's vinyltreasures@aol.com. Please try to stay away from the big hits from the 1950s, because I am on a platform that I have no control of over. And sometimes with the new AI, artificial intelligence, they even get it wrong, and they tag my songs, and they sometimes will shut me down. And we don't want to do that, because I risk that with the big hits. But let us continue here. We go to the Dominoes here for Casey Hines. This is on the Gold Top Federal, Sid Nathan's Gold Top Federal record label. This is their 11th release for Federal. Now, the other side of this is another great tune, These Foolish Things Remind Me of You. And this is the flip side from April 53. It features the great Clyde McPhatter on lead for Casey Hines in Paris, Billy Ward and his Dominoes on Federal. It's called Don't Leave Me This Way for Casey.
Close the door, dim the light, talk no more, darling, hold me tight. What can I say? Don't leave me this way. All night long I've been here, right and wrong, just waiting, dear. All night, all day, so please don't leave me this way. Tonight is the time to give your heart to me. Don't think about tomorrow, or who knows where we may be. Love me now, if you will, show me how, darling, make me thrill. All night, all day, but please don't leave me this way.
Tonight is the time to give your heart to me. Don't think about tomorrow, for who knows where we may be.
Love me now, if you will, show me how, darling, make me thrill. All night, all day, but please don't leave me this way. Please don't leave me this way.
There you go. That's going out to Casey Hines in Paris there. The sound of Billy Ward and the Dominoes, the great Clyde McFadden lead, April 1953 release. Don't Leave Me This Way. That's the flip side of These Foolish Things Remind Me of You. That's a great two-sided 45. Johnny G's your DJ for the Saturday evening right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. Again, if you're new to the program, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is the big show of the week. I used to do 3 shows a week. I will be doing 3 shows next week. Wednesday night will be the All Soul Show, which will be here on Oldies and More and also live on YouTube. Then Thursday, I do a day show beginning at 1 p.m. Been pulling some 78s out to play for that day show. I kind of switched to 78s because I had such a big response. And some people think that's their favorite show of the week. But this is the big show here on Saturday night, where I fill all your requests and I play the music by year. So when you send me your requests, if you know what year it is, then you kind of can figure out when it's going to get played. Sometimes I forget what's the big year, what's the big block this week. But there's always different blocks. 1955 might have 10 songs or whatever. It's all different. And sometimes I get a lot of early sides and some not many early 60s. So it's all over the lot. But you'll know that we are now in 1954. So if you sent me a request, well, maybe you might not know because you gave me a list to play from. But anyway, we're going to fill a request for Oldies Fan as we move into 1954. He is in our YouTube chat room. That's Joe Smith, this great group out of Washington, D.C., and they had a bunch of R&B hits for the Atlantic label. Now, this is a B-side of a R&B hit, a big number 2 R&B hit that they had called Lovey Dovey. Was their 9th release on the Atlantic record label. But let's give a listen to the flip side here, as it features Charlie White on lead, and this is from February of 1954. These are the Clovers on Atlantic, going out to Oldies Fan in our YouTube chat room. The song is called Little Mama.
Little mama, I took your loving, but I wasn't true to you. Little mama, I took your loving, but I wasn't true to you. Now you're leaving, little mama, I can't blame you if you do. Little mama, I lied. Yes, I lied. Lied all along. All along. Little mama, I lied. Well, I lied. Lied all along. All along. Played around, little mama. Guessing I did you mighty wrong. Mighty wrong. Little mama, I told your good friends, told your sister Mary too. Little mama, I told your good friends, told your sister Mary too, that all I ever wanted was to get your coat from you. Little mama, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Sorry to my heart. To my heart. Little mama, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to my heart. To my heart. I had your best intentions. Best intentions. Baby, right from the start. From the start. Boom, 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 de boom, 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 de boom, 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 de boom. Little mama, I'm gonna miss you when you put me on the shelf. Little mama, I'm gonna miss you when you put me on the shelf. Ain't nothing I can tell you you didn't find out yourself. Little mama, I love you. Little mama, I love you. Little mama, I love you. Little mama, I miss you. Little mama, I don't want nobody but you.
And B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to Oldies Fan in our YouTube chat. And that's the sound of the Clovers. The Clovers from February 1954. Little Mama is the name of the tune. That's the flip of their R&B hit, Lovey Dovey. That features Charlie White on lead. And that was on the Atlantic record label, the Yellow and Black Atlantic label. Now, Charlie White would later do he would have 2 releases on the Winley record label with the Jesters backing him up. I have featured those here on the program. Let us continue here. In 1954, we fill a request for listener Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat. Another great group. This time they are out of Brooklyn, New York. They had 6 releases for Sid Nathan's King record label between January 54 and August 1955. all excellent size. Now, Gordy requested their third release for King Records. It features Pringle Sims on lead. We go to June of 1954 for The Sound of the Strangers on the King record label. It's for Gordy Freeman. It's called Hoping You'll Understand the Strangers.
With my pencil in my hand, I'm hoping you will understand. Each word I write means it's goodbye. When you read them, try not to cry. When you return, you'll find me gone. My dear, please try to carry on. I know it's not the way we planned, but I'm hoping you'll understand. You're too nice, yes, much too nice for someone, baby, like me. I'll always love you, come what may. Oh, I'm only sorry it has to end this way. I hope you find someone who could love you the way I do. Try to forget me if you can. Yes, I'm hoping you'll understand. I hope you find someone who could love you the way I do. Try to forget me if you can. Yes, I'm hoping you'll understand.
That's a great sound there by the Strangers. That's Pringle Sims on lead with the Strangers from June of 1954. That is their third release on the King record label by request for Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. Hoping You'll Understand is the name of the tune. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Got another one from 1954. Let's see here. And actually 2, 3, got 1, 2, 3 more from the year 1954. We fill a request for listener Bob Hannes in our YouTube chat. This group out of Newark, New Jersey, they were named after the Piccadilly Club. Where was the Piccadilly Club? It had to be located in Newark, New Jersey. I don't know exactly where. I only knew when I had to work for a big I worked for a utility company, a big utility company in Newark, New Jersey. But they were named after the Piccadilly Club, and the lead singer of this group, this gal, her real name, that's got to be Gertrude Charlene, not Gertrude Melba Smith. And she was originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, and she recorded with this group called the Piccadilly Pipers, and in 1942 for Herman Lubinsky's Savoy record label. But he would change her name. He said, we're going to, and he was really bold, Herman Lubinsky, and not really a nice guy, I understand. But he renamed her. He said, we're going to call you Bonnie Davis. And they recorded for a number of labels, Columbia, I think, in 1950, Coral in 51, the Keystone label, Groove Records, X Records, and they did three. They did three on Matt Duckman's Melmore record label out of Philadelphia. And let's see what else is here. This is their second release. I know I have two. I think, did they do three? Yeah, they did three, but I have two of them. This is their second release on the label. And it features Bonnie Davis on lead. And this is by request for Bob Hannes in our YouTube chat when we go back to May of 54 for Bonnie Davis and the Piccadilly Pipers on the Melmore record label. It's called If You Only Knew for Bob Hannes.
If you only knew the way that I feel, you wouldn't treat me this way. Darling, how could you do the things you do and say the things you say? If you only knew that my love was real, it's been this way from the start. Darling, you would be so cruel to me and try to break my poor heart. Stars are shining so bright above. You should be in my arms, sweetheart.
In my arms,
A
sweetheart.
night like this was meant for love, but here we are, so far apart. If there was a way to make you my own, then all my dreams would come true. How can my heart reveal the way I feel? Darling, if you only knew.
Darling, if you only knew. Stars are shining so bright above. You should be in my arms, sweetheart. For a night like this was meant for love. Here we are, so far apart.
If there was a way to make you my own, then all my dreams would come true. How can my heart reveal the way I feel? Darling, darling, if you only knew.
That's a nice tune there by request for Bob Hannes in our YouTube chat. That's May 1954. That's Bonnie Davis and the Piccadilly Pipers on the Melmore record label, which is out of Philadelphia. Their tune called If You Only Knew. And Charlene's got here a little side note here that Bonnie Davis, she was the mother of Melba Moore. I didn't know that. There she was. Plus, she's got other solo releases, too. That is a nice record. That's the first time I played that here. Had it in the collection for a long, long time. But The first time I played it here on the program. Thank you for that, Bob Hannes. Johnny G here, your disc jockey for a Saturday night right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. And if you like what I am doing, please give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so you get notifications when Johnny G goes live. Let's continue here, and let's go to Cincinnati, Ohio. Fill a request for listener Amnon. This group had 3 releases on the Savoy label. This is the B-side to their first of 3. Wait, is that right? B-side to their initial release, yes. And the A-side was a song called What If You? I think that's the case, yes. This is the B-side that Amnon requested, a tune written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Luther Bond, and it sounds very similar to a Drifters tune. At least I think it does here. This was recorded, and their records were recorded at 3 separate sessions. Actually, I think Herman Lubinsky sent out an orchestra, a band, to go to Cincinnati to record them because they couldn't leave. The parents, I don't think, wanted them to leave Cincinnati. They were too young. But anyway, this is from January 54 by request for Amnon. Luther Bond and his Emeralds on Savoy. It's called See What You Done. Is that you? Yeah, that's what it says. See What You Done for Amnon.
What you done done? See what you done done. See what you done done. You done made me love you. Now your man done gone. You made me love. Now your man done gone. Baby, what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? I can't sleep at night. I just need you to hold me tight. I've been your fool. Please don't play it so cool. Yeah. See what you done done. See what you done done. Well, you made me love you. Now your man done come. You made me love. Now your man done come. Go. See what you done done. See what you done done. Well, you made me love you. Now your man done come. You made me love you. Now your man done come. Well, why did you leave me? Bum, 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 why did you leave me? Bum,
As by request for Amnon, that's the Luther Bond and his Emeralds. That's the B-side to their first release on the Savoy record label from January 54. See What You Done is the name of the tune. And Big Dave Swinger mentions in the YouTube chat room that maybe the Drifters song "What You Gonna Do" sounds a lot like that, but that this one was released prior to that Drifters record, so maybe they were listening in. As you know, a lot of copying was done back in the 1950s and 1960s there, so there was a lot of that going on. Johnny G here on a Saturday. We are in the year 1954, and let's play a flip side request from last week. I featured Gloria Mann with the Carterays for Timothy on the Sound record label. The song was called I'm Living My Life for You. And a listener, Mark Langdale in Australia, and James Stone requested the flip side here. So let's flip the 45 over before I file it back down in the No Humidity basement. This was her first of 5 on the Sound record label from 1954. Gloria Mann, yes, who had a big hit with A Teenage Prayer. She's being backed up by the Carterays. It's on Sound Records. It's called The Waltz You Saved for Me. This is for James and Mark.
Sway, dear, to the waltz you saved for me. Ever in dreams when I'm away, dear, I'll hear this melody. Whisper goodbye and gently say, dear, that in all the days to be, you will sometimes remember the waltz you saved for me. They're playing the waltz that you saved for me. Oh, can't you hear this melody? Whisper goodbye and gently say, dear, that in all the days to be, you will sometimes remember the waltz you saved for me.
Sounds of 1954 here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to James Stone in our YouTube channel, and also to Mark Langdale listening in Australia. Those are the Carterays backing up Gloria Mann on that. That's her first of 5 on the Sound record label. The Waltz You Saved for Me is the name of the tune. Johnny G saving all my records for the Vinyl Treasure Show listeners. Thank you all for being here as we move into 1955. Fill a request for listener Juan Campboy. Now, I know many of you are familiar with a song called Valerie. Came out in 1960 on the Fury record label by a group called the Starlights, and they also recorded as Jackie and the Starlights. Now, the lead singer of that group doing all the crying in that song Valerie was Jackie LaRue. But prior to recording with the Starlights, he was a member of a group called the Five Wings. They had 2 releases on Sid Nathan's King record label, and Juan requested their second. again with Jackie LaRue on lead. Now, some of you may recognize this song. Maybe, Evan, you probably know this song, but if you saw that that 1990 movie with Johnny Depp called Cry Baby, they played, I don't think it was this song, but there might have, maybe they sang this song in that movie. So that's where many might recall this song. But let's go to March of 1955 now for the Five Wings, going out to Juan Campoy. It's on King Records. It's called Teardrops Are Falling, the Five Wings.
Teardrops are falling. Teardrops are falling.
Teardrops are falling out my eyes. Teardrops are falling. I wonder why. Teardrops are falling. For you made me cry.
You made me cry.
My heart is aching, almost breaking. If you hear me, come back to me. Teardrops are falling, and you make me cry.
Yes, teardrops are falling. Falling from my eyes. Yes, 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 you made me cry. Yes, you went away. Stayed oh so long. Come back, my dear.
My heart is aching, almost breaking. If you hear me, come back to me. Teardrops are falling, and you make me cry.
He's even crying in that record. Yes, he is. That's Jackie LaRue on lead. Those are the Five Wings by request for Juan Campoy. March 1955, Sid Nathan's King record label. Teardrops Are Falling is the name of the tune. Hopefully Johnny G not bringing teardrops to your eyes with these 45s as we continue in the year 1945. And let's fill a request for Kenny from New Jersey for this girl group from Queens, New York. They were all sisters: Jeanette, Maxine, Nina, Sandy, and Vernell. Collectively, they were known as the Miller Sisters, and they were all daughters of William Henry Miller, who was the A&R man for B. Caslin's Hull record label, and also a great songwriter. Also, he was, I think, A&R also for the Acme record label, and his daughters would later record for both Acme and Hull and other labels through the years. This one's on Al Silver's Herald record label. This one actually came out twice, probably to coincide with one of their other releases, but this was Al Silver first releases in May of 55, was re-released. I showed you the multicolor Herald because they put it out again in August of 58. So let's play the May 55 release on the Yellow Herald label by request for Kenny from New Jersey, the Miller Sisters, with their tune called Hippity Ha for Kenny.
Told me that the one who last has the greatest time. Can't seem to get you off my mind.
the dogs are tall. Even made me love the ground you walk. Skip-it-a, I've got clues to jokes on you. Ha-ha, and hippity-ho. Sorry, baby, but you got to go. Ha-ha, and hippity-doo. I done found somebody new. Right-a-run, skip-a-lon, happy as a mockingbird singing his song. Ha-ha, 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 ain't mad and we'll still be friends, but don't ever try to make amends. I got a lover that fills my soul. He gives me loving and he leaves me go. Skip-it-a, I just thought you'd like to know. Ha-ha, and hippity-ho, I don't need you back no more. Ha-ha, and hippity-dee, he just fills my soul with glee. Right-a-run, skip-along, happy as a mockingbird singing his song. Ha-ha, and hippity-dee, I'm as happy as I can be. Skip-it-a, skip-it-dee, this is the end of my story. Ha-ha, ha-ha,
There you go. That's going out to Kenny in New Jersey. They're the sound of the Miller Sisters from May 1955. It's on the Herald record banner there, song entitled Hippity Ha. They re-released this again with a different number. It was a different Herald number, so if you collect the label, you're going to have 2 copies of this 45. I think this was 455, and the other one I think was what? 527, I think? Yeah, from 58. So there you go. I don't know why they did that, but they did. Let's stay in 1955. Fill a request for listener Tom Shaughnessy. Actually, we want to wish a belated happy birthday to Tom Shaughnessy. He celebrated a birthday on June 24th. So we'll say happy birthday to Tom. And not April, Charlene. Did I say April? It's not April. It's June. And Tom said, Johnny, I'm your oldest listener. I won't give Tom's age out, but I said, no, you're not, Tom. You're close to it, but you're not. I don't think he is, but he is with my senior listeners. I will say that. But he wanted to hear the Harp Tones. The Harp Tones. This is on the Paradise record label. Now, what happened was I think Leo Rogers would end up buying all of Monty Bruce's Bruce label. He let all the artists go except the Harp Tones. He brought them over, though, to High Weiss. He owned the Old Town record label, and Weiss would record the group. And, of course, they recorded Life is But a Dream, that classic. And this is the follow-up to that, a tune written by Raul Sita. And it features the great Willie Winfield on lead. And this was, this record looks mint, but it plays horrible. Don't ask me why. I took the Dawn dishwashing liquid to it, and everything else made it sound a little bit better. But I think it's recycled vinyl. That's what I think is the problem with this. But anyway, we'll send this one out to Tom Shaughnessy with belated birthday wishes, November 55. The Harp Tones on Paradise. It's called My Success, parentheses, It All Depends on You. Yes, it does, for Tom Shaughnessy.
My happiness, my success,
my skin and my dream. Oh, my darling, it all depends on you. To be happy, to be sad, to be good, to be bad. Those are the questions. All the answers depends on you. I keep wondering every day just when you'll come my way. I tell myself most every night you'll come home soon and make things right. No greater love have I to give if you don't return. Don't want to live my life, my love. It all depends on you. My life, my love, it all depends on you. My life, my love.
And there's not one scratch in that record there. I can't see any scratches when it plays like that. Don't ask me why. I tried everything anyway, but it's just a press, I think. But that's actually the alternate title there. My Success, parentheses, It All Depends on You is the name of the tune, November 55. It's on High Weiss's Paradise record label. That's the great Willie Winfield on lead with the harp tones. The it also came out, the second press is as It All Depends on You. It was a big record in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on WILY. That's going out with belated birthday wishes to Tom Shaughnessy in Florida. Johnny G's your disc jockey for a Saturday evening. Hope you're digging on the tunes. If you are, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is The Big Show. The Big Show for a Saturday night. I'll be back on Wednesday evening with soul records from the 1960s. And this coming week, every other week, I'll be doing the 78 show, and that's at 1 o'clock Eastern Time in a PM in the day. I'll be doing that this coming 4th of July. I know many of you might be at picnics and whatnot celebrating the 4th of July, but I'll be here spinning some 78s out of my collection. If you miss it, it should be on the archive unless they mistake you cheated by the Shields with with a Bing Crosby record. Okay, I forget what the name of it was. I'll Be Seeing You. How do you get I'll Be Seeing You by Bing Crosby from You Cheated, You Lied by the Shields? Don't ask me, but let us continue here. In 1955, we fill a request for listener Joe Shacatano as we go to this label, Emerald Records, out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Actually, this label owned by Cliff Ayers Ostermeyer, who also had a release on here. I might have played that for somebody, I think, recently. But I think I have like 4 or 5 records on this label called Emerald. They were all pressed by RCA, so they're nice vinyl too. But I can't tell you much about this group. Jan Andre with the 5 Crowns. It's from October 55. It's a request for listener Joe Shacatano in our YouTube chat room. Let's give a listen to Jan Andre with the 5 Crowns on Emerald Records. It's called It's Funny to Everyone But Me, for Joe.
shrug my shoulders and say, good riddance to a bad affair. But how can I do what my head tells me to when my heart tells me how much I care? Well, it's funny, I still love you. It's the joke of the century. Yes, it's funny to everyone but me.
I should shrug my shoulders and say, good rhythms to a bad affair. But let me tell you, honey, but how can I do what my head tells me to when my heart tells me how much I care?
Well, it's funny, I still love you. It's the joke of the century. Yes, it's funny to everyone but me. Can't you see? It's funny to everyone but me.
That's October 55 by request for listener Joe Shacatano in our YouTube chat. Another record I have not played here on the program. Had it in the collection. I think I bought it from Doug Hanner's. I used to collect everything in the Kreider book. I have a big percentage of the records that are in the Kreider book. So when the records would come, when these lists would come out, these set sale lists and auction lists, I would compare. I would use the Kreider book and I would check off the records that I had, and the ones that I didn't have that looked like they fit in between those Kreider prices, I would buy the record. I would buy it blind. Sometimes I did really, really well, and other times I didn't do as well because, maybe if you buy by sound, which most people do, but I am a completist. I am, because then I went into collecting all these labels and whatnot. Then I got some great soul records because they were selling me these records on the cheap into the 1960s. But anyway, there you go. That's for Joe Shacatano, Jan Andre. I was going to say January. Jan Andre and the Five Crowns. Very interesting there on Emerald Records. It's funny to everyone but me from October 55. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We move into 1956 and fill a request for Timothy in our YouTube chat room, as this group had two releases on Sid Archie and Leo Rogers labels. I think their first one came out on the Lido label, and this is their second one, came out on their Tip Top label. This charted number 20 on WVDA if you were listening in Boston, Massachusetts. Let's go to September of 1956 for The Creations on the Tip Top label. This is for Timothy in our YouTube chat room. It's called Mommy and Daddy for Timothy.
Mommy and daddy, mommy and daddy, mommy and daddy, may I go with Shirley, because I love her and she loves me. Ooh, oh, mommy and daddy, please don't say no, no. Say yes with your blessings, we want each other so. I know that I'm only 16, but I love her so. Mommy and daddy, if you can see my heart, then you know just what I mean. Oh, mommy and daddy, someday we'll get married and we'll raise a family. Just you wait and see. Mommy, 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 and daddy, oh mommy, and daddy, and mommy, and daddy, oh mommy, and daddy, and mommy, and daddy, oh, mommy, and daddy, mommy, and daddy, oh mommy, and daddy, mommy, and daddy, oh mommy, and daddy, mommy, and daddy, oh. I know that I'm only 16, oh yeah. I love the girl and so. Ooh, mommy and daddy, if you can see my heart, then you know what I mean. Oh, mommy and daddy, someday we'll get married and we'll raise a family. Just you wait and see. Mommy,
Yes, dear?
may I go with Shirley?
No, dear, I'm very sorry. You've been a very bad boy tonight.
Please, mommy.
No, dear, I'm very sorry.
Daddy.
Daddy, oh, mommy.
Daddy!
Mommy, daddy, oh, mommy.
Boy, I tell you, go upstairs and take a bath. You
Mommy, daddy, daddy, oh, mommy. Daddy, mommy, daddy, oh, mommy. Daddy, mommy, daddy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
September 1956 release for the Creations. The Creations on the Tip Top record label. That's going out to Timothy in our YouTube chat room. Mommy and Daddy is the name of the tune. That is a topic that a lot of the 50s groups did sing about, by the way. And I showed you earlier there is two variations on that Tip Top label. They're both originals because they're stamped in the dead wax. That is the original of that. And I showed you like a smaller logo, so I don't know what they did. I don't think it's a West Coast press. I think it's just a different pressing plant with the smaller Tip Top. I have it also for the Harptones release on the Tip Top label too. Johnny G is your disc jockey for a Saturday evening. We are in the year 1956. Let's go to Brooklyn, New York for this next 45, and it's a request for listener Tommy Albergo, who's tuned into the program. This group discovered by band leader Al Brown, but not much is known about them. They were called the Crescents, Crescents, the Crescents, and this is the A-side to their release on the Joyce record label. We go to December of 56 for the Crescents for Tommy Albergo. It's called Everybody Knew But Me.
You made a fool of me with your running round. Do, 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 do. People were talking all over town. Everybody knew but me. How can I face it? What can I say? They knew I'd find out one of these days. Everybody knew but me. I thought you were
liking that one there in the YouTube chat room. That's by request for Tommy Albergo, December 1956. The Crescents on the Joyce record label. Everybody knew but me. But you got to tell your friends about it. Johnny G here on a Saturday. We're here from 9 p.m. till midnight live on YouTube, and we're live on Oldies and More Radio. This is the first time we've been live at 9 p.m. on Oldies and More Radio, so thank you all for being here. As we are in the year, we are in the block 1956. We fill a request for listener Chris Reed in our YouTube chat when we go back to Sid Nathan's Federal Records out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Now, are any of you listeners out there familiar with a 1972 hit that came out on the Coco record label? It was called If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right. Well, that was just one of his biggest hits, but he had a whole bunch of soul 45's in the mid-1960s, and that was done by soul singer Luther Ingram. But as I mentioned, a lot of soul hits by him between 1968 and 1987. But prior to all those hits, he was the lead singer of this next group. They were called the Gardenias. He was 17 years old when he recorded this tune, and it's Ike Turner and his Kings of Rhythm. They're providing the instrumentation. Let's go to November of 1956 and give a listen to the Gardenias. The Gardenias on the Federal label. This is for Chris Reed. It's called My Baby's Tops.
I'm getting plenty loving cause my baby, she's top. She knows how to thrill me and she never wanna stop. She comes home every night about 12 o'clock and she rocks all around the clock. Getting plenty loving cause my baby, she's top. I love that girl cause she's so fine. I love that woman cause she's mine, oh mine. Getting plenty loving, oh yeah. I'm getting plenty loving, oh yeah. I'm getting plenty loving, cause my baby, she's top. I'm getting plenty loving, oh yeah. I'm getting plenty loving, oh boy. I'm getting plenty loving, oh boy. I'm getting plenty loving, oh yeah. I'm getting plenty loving, cause my baby, she's top. I love that girl cause she's so fine. I love that girl cause she's mine, oh my girl. Getting plenty loving, oh yeah. I'm getting plenty loving, oh boy. I'm getting plenty loving, cause my baby, she's top. My baby, she's top. I'm getting plenty loving, oh yeah. I'm getting plenty loving, oh boy. I'm getting plenty loving, oh yeah. I'm getting plenty loving, oh boy.
There you go. But I think they're trying to sound like the Midnighters there is what I think they were trying to do. But there you go. That is a very young Luther Ingram on lead there with the Gardenias by request for Chris Reed. November 56, My Baby's Tops is the name of that tune on Sid Nathan's Federal record label. Hope Johnny G is tops here on a Saturday evening that you're digging on the tunes. If you are, please give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I hope you would consider doing that. Let us continue here as we go to Detroit, Michigan for this quintet. We fill a request for Casey Hines in Paris here. This group initially recorded for the local Mercer record label, but their song would get picked up by Coral Records. Hold on a second here. Just want to see what the flip side of this is here. Wait a minute. So I don't know if this is their first Charlene here. This is right up, you got to change. But, whoops. Hold on, folks. And we're going to fill a request. Whoops. They had 4 releases. They had 4 releases on the Coral record label. Actually, their first, let me see. There Goes a Girl. True Love. Okay. Their debut single on the Mercer record label was a song called There Goes, which is supposed to be There Goes a Pretty Girl, backed with a song called True Love Gone. But when Coral would pick up that record, no, that's not correct. I'm not going to say this. I'm not sure about this. But anyway, let's go to December of 1956 by request for Casey Hines in Paris and give a listen to The Enchanters. It's with Maurice King and the orchestra. It features Alton Hollowell on lead from December 56 on the Coral label. The song is called True Love Gone. This is for Casey Hines.
It's just another true love gone. A love I used to call my own. But now my lover, she has gone. Come on. I thought I'd never lose. A love I thought it would be true. Every night I kneel and pray. Come on home. Yes, I'm yearning. Yes, I'm yearning. The girl I love, she's gone. Please come back. Come on home. Come home where you belong. Come on home. Well, darling, I guess that this is all that a fool could say. 'Cause only a fool could be in love with you this way. Yes, I loved you, the wind blowing through the trees. It reminds me I used to call your name Sweet Louise. But to any fool that falls in love, it hurts. Come on. It's just another true love gone. A love I used to call my own. But now my lover, she has gone. Come on home.
As by request for listener Casey Hines in Paris, that's the Enchanters there from December 56. Featured it on the Coral record label. That's Alton Hollowell. He's the lead singer on that. True Love Gone is the name of the two. Now, what happened was with this record, this song first initially came out earlier in 56 on the Mercer label, True Love Gone, back with a song called There Goes. Then they ended up on Coral Records, and they re-released that song flipped with a different flip side called Wait a Minute Baby. And then their second issue on Coral was the song There Goes. So that's what happened with that. So that became their first release on the Coral label, as well as the Mercer label. And I should have taken that Mercer single when I had the chance. You see, you can't pass up certain records when you get the chance to do it, and it was a big mistake on my part. But anyway, you're supposed to learn from your mistakes. Yes, you are. Johnny G, hopefully not making mistakes for a Saturday evening. We are in the year 1956. Let's fill a request for Kenny from New Jersey as we go out to California, go to Los Angeles, California. This group first recorded as the Rhythm Masters on the Flip record label. I unfortunately don't have that record. That is on my want list, a major want for your host, Johnny G. But they would later sign with Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin Records and become the Jivers. And they had 2 releases on the Aladdin record label. This is their second release, written by the lead singer of the group. His name is John Salter. John Salter wrote it. He's also on lead. This is for Kenny in New Jersey, October 56. The Jivers on Aladdin, a song I first heard on the Time Capsule Show. It's called Ray Pearl.
Stop it, do stop, no bit of stop, stop it, do stop, no bit of stop, stop it, do stop, no bit of stop it, do stop, no bit of stop it, do stop, no bit of
Ray Pearl, why did you go and leave me, girl? Ray Pearl, why did you go and leave me, girl? Ray Pearl, why did you go and leave me, honey bun? Ray Pearl, why did you go and leave me, girl? Want you to be as my loved one, master of all I survey. I love you, my dearest, my darling, but when you swept
me off my feet.
Why did you go and leave me, girl? Why did you go and leave me, girl? Why did you go and leave me, girl?
Stop it, do stop, do stop.
As my loved one, master of all I survey. I love you, my dearest, my darling, but when you swept
me off my feet.
Why did you go and leave me, girl? Ray Pearl, why did you go and leave me, girl? Why did you go and leave me, girl?
Stop it, stop, no,
DooWop.
There you go. That's going out to Kenny from New Jersey. October 1956. They're called the Jivers, as John Salter on lead. The Jivers on the Aladdin record label. That's their second release called Ray Pearl. That is a swinging tune. Johnny G, you're swinging disc jockey for a Saturday evening. We are in the year, last one here out of 1956. We fill a request for listener Frank Gingaro, this trio out of New York City. They were in films and recorded in the 1940s on various labels. They were called Day, Dawn, and Dusk. And Day was Bob Carver, Dawn was Eddie Coleman, and Dusk was Gus Simmons. And they first recorded for the Destiny label back in 1953. Then in 1954, they had one on on Herald. And then Apollo in 1955. And then comes this release on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. This is from April 56. It's with the Charles Laverne Orchestra. For Frank Gingaro, this is Day, Dawn, and Dusk on Josie Records. The song is called Any Time.
Your baby's left you, but don't feel blue. Don't cry no river. She wasn't true. Any time, any place, anywhere. She took your kisses, said she'd be true, but now she's kissing somebody new. Any time, any place, anywhere. I told you that she would leave you. You know I told you she never would care. But when I told you, you wouldn't believe me. Oh, she had to believe, and she wasn't deceiving. You thought she was playing it square. Dry those teardrops. Don't look so sad. Some brand new baby will make you glad. Any time, any place, anywhere. Oh, she had to believe, and she wasn't deceiving. You thought she was playing it square. Dry those teardrops. Don't look so sad. Some brand new baby will make you glad. Any time, any place,
That's by request for Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. That's April 56. That's Day, Dawn, and Dusk. It's on the Josie record label. A song entitled Anytime. If I find that 78, I'm going to play it because I'm pretty sure it was Stone Mint copy of that. It was a song. I still got a whole bunch of 78s to go through. So if I find that, I will. If I find any of these records that are clean, at least clean, I'm not going to play like I have that Crescents on a 78, but it's beat. I'm not going to play any beat 78s of records that I already have. If I have them better copies on 45, that just defeats the purpose. But again, if I do, I will play it. Let us continue here as we move into 1957 and we go back out to California. Fill a request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. And in June of 1957, Jesse Belvin and Eugene Church signed a one-record contract with George Mottola to record as the Saxons on the Contender record label. You may know that song called Is It True? Then after that release, they continued to record, adding Gaynell Hodge to their duo and also Buster Williams. But then on subsequent releases, as they recorded as that quartet, the releases came out as Jesse Belvin, just under his name. And this was the case with this request by Edmund Williams. This one's on John Dolphin's Cash record label. This was a number 18 record on KFWS in Los Angeles, California. We go to November of 57 for Jesse Belvin being, and also all those other guys called that I mentioned. And it's on Cash Records. The song is called Beware. This is for Edmund.
I'm out to get you. Take care. I can't resist you, your touch. Love you too much. Oh, beware. I'm not a king on a throne. Oh, no treasures do I own. Oh, I had your love. I could be the richest man in history. So beware. I'm out to get you. I'll take care. I can't resist you, your touch. Love you too much. Want you to know I love you so.
As Jesse Belvin by request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York, November 1957 on the Cash John Dolphins Cash Records. Beware is the name of that tune. This record, this song I should say, was re-released as the flip side of the Capris on the Tender label in 1959, a song called Endless Love, which is a record I really like. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, we are in 1957. We fill a request for listener Emnon, and this is on Saul Rabinowitz's Baton record label. This is their second of two for this group. A tune written by the bass of the group. His name is Sylvester Bradford. It features Cortez Franklin on lead. Let's give a listen to the Suburbans. This is another great two-sided 45. This is from April 57 for Emnon. The Suburbans on Baton. It's called My First and Last Romance for Emnon.
My first and last romance starts and ends with you, and I will be true. My first and last romance started with a glance when I first met you. Yeah.
Guys, by request for listener Amnon there, that's the sound of the Suburbans. That's their second release on the Baton record label from April 57. My First and Last Romance features Cortez Franklin on lead. That's a record that the late George DooWop Tompkins turned me on to when I used to tune in when he used to broadcast out of Westchester Community College. Remember he's doing his show there, and that was before he went on FUV, but I was writing down records that he would play on his program. That was one of them. This group also backed up other artists on the Baton label with the likes of Ann Cole, also Jimmy Ricks, the great Suburbans. Let's continue here in 1957. We go to Brooklyn, New York. Actually, last week, I'm going to say it, Joe Shacatano. Last week I played a request for Joe Shacatano, and he was under the weather last week, but he said, Johnny G, here's my request. And Joe's like one of the first ones to send me the request. So I see, not that I noticed first, I noticed it when I was programming the show, because he asked for the Universals, and the song was called Teenage Love. I said, Universals, Teenage Love. I said, that's a fast record, I think. And Joe never, well, I don't want to say never, because medium tempos he does request, but never a fast record. Never a fast record. So I knew something was up. So I said to him, I said, Joe, what's with the fast records? He goes, I made a mistake because the CD was wrong. So however Joe copies in the information that he sends to me in the email, it was the wrong track. I don't know how that happened, Joe. But anyway, I said this, but this was the song he really wanted to hear last week. So we're going to hear it now. And there's another great two-sided 45. We go back to Brooklyn, New York. This group's first release came out on Hiram Johnson's Johnson record label. They were called the Crystaliers. That is an impossible record to find. That's the only Johnson 45 that I am missing, and I didn't see it in the collection, nor did I know that Greg Surik had that record in his collection. But I wonder if it's in another collection. That's what I do wonder. But it is a very rare one, I would have to say. But the group did re-record both sides of that record that they did on Johnson. They did it for George Goldner, and he put it out on his Cindy, we'll call it George's Cindy label. Really is a partnership with one of the disc jockeys up in the Pittsburgh area. But it features Cleo Baker on lead. So let's give a listen to Cleo and the Crystaliers from 1957, going out to Joe Shacatano in our YouTube chat room. The song is called Don't Cry for Joe.
When a heart fades away, that heart is there to stay. Don't cry, he's gone.
go. That's going out to Joe Shacatano. That's Cleo and the Crystaliers, 1957. Cleo Baker on lead. Don't Cry is the name of the tune. That's on the Cindy record label. In 1958, Cleo Baker, she would become the lead singer of the Fawns that recorded for the Apt record label. They do a great record from 1958 called Until I Die on the Apt record label. Let's continue here in 1957. We go back out to the West Coast to Leona Roop's Ebb record label. Fill a request for Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room, and this appears to be the group's only release, although, Charlene, we should have, I don't know if this is, when was the last time I played this, but this group is called the Roulettes. I'm sure there must be some information on this group by now. Sometimes, before I got the a lot of the sources, because I was doing this show back in 2005, so there's been so many other books and resources that became available, with the CDs, the writer credits on the, the writer notes on the CDs and whatnot, that have information about a lot of these groups. It's just hard to find and put it all together. But let's go to October of 57, this group called the Roulettes. It's on Ebb Records for Daniel Kubacki. It's called You Don't Care Anymore. The Roulettes for Daniel.
Like a fate has caused me to lose you, and my heart is weary and blue. Oh, my love, I need you so. Seem like you don't care anymore. I have always done my best to fill your heart with happiness. Oh, my love, I miss you so. Seem like you don't care anymore. Oh, why did you go after all I've done for you to make our lover success? So please come back, we can make a vow to make our love progress. Know that I need you badly. So if you please hear my plea. Oh, my love, I miss you so. Seem like you don't care anymore. Seem like you don't care anymore.
As going out to Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. They're called the Roulettes. Roulettes from October 57 on the Ebb record label. You Don't Care Anymore is the name of the tune. I remember Greg Surik sold me that 45. Yes, he did many, many years ago. Let us continue as we stay out in California. Fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. We go to Dick Huggy Boy Hugs Caddy record label for this quartet. This quartet, they had 3 releases on the Caddy record label. Now, this group included Johnny Flamingo, Pete Smith, Ray Brewster, and a female lead singer. Her name was Jeanette Baker. And this is their 3rd release on the Caddy record label. Collectively, they were known as the Dots. Let's go to September of 1957 for Adrian Viterbo, listening in Mexico. The Dots on Caddy. It's called Good Luck to You, parentheses, best wishes too, for Adrian. Well, by request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room, those are the Dots. That's Jeanette Baker on lead, September 1957 on the Caddy record label. Good luck to you, parentheses, best wishes. She does a song about your host, Johnny G, a song called Johnny that's pretty good too. She has other releases also, duets, single, I think on Aladdin and also on Class Records. Who she sing with on Class Records there? Frank, help me as I draw a blank. She's Oscar, I forget. I am losing my mind. Yes, I am. But there you go. I will show you the flip side there, Adrian. And let us continue here as we move into 1958 now. Fill a request for listener Big Dave Swinger, as the books are wrong saying that this group is out of Detroit. The label is out of Detroit. That is correct. But it's Devorah Brown's High Q record label, but the group is out of Toledo, Ohio originally. And this one came out in August of 1958. And they were called the Gardenias. Now, different from the Gardenias that we played earlier, which I think they were originally from St. Louis. But I think it might have been Sid Nathan, though, that maybe sent the letter of threatening to sue. She changed the name of the group. I think that would have to be the reason. They changed the Gardenias to become the Tempos. And they re-released this record as the Tempos. And then subsequently they had another release as the Tempos, but it was an instrumental. And this features Johnny Gibb. No, it does not feature Johnny Gibson on lead. I think Marvin Podd's book says Johnny Gibson's on lead. No, he was the piano player. And I'm telling you that because it's in the Mind Over Matter book about Fortune Records. A lot of great information. It's just sometimes hard to find it. But Johnny Gibson was with the group. He was the piano player, and he's on that instrumental. But the lead singer of this song is Jimmy Pirtle. I think that's his name, Jimmy Pirtle. And this is from August of 58 for Big Dave. The Gardenias on 8 High Q. It's called I'm Laughing at You for Big Dave.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You started laughing when I told you I love you. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You said your love was true, but I'm laughing at you. Oh, baby.
That's my request for Big Dave Swinger there. I have it as the Gardenias from August 1958 on the High Q record label. I'm Laughing at You. I think a month later they had to put it out as the Tempos. And then their next one was an instrumental. I think it was called Shamrock. And It's Tough, I think, with featuring piano player Johnny Gibson. Johnny G here on a Saturday. We are in the year 1958. Let's fill a request for a Jacob Montgomery. Thank you, Jacob, for your email. And again, if you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. He requested this group from Queens, New York. Initially, they were a trio of guys, David Goddard, Larry Venata, and Gene McCarthy. They began performing at local dances, but were looking for a female lead voice, and they did discover one. Her name was Lynn Nixon, and this was their debut single, which became the group's biggest hit. Number 24 on Cashbox, 21 on Billboard, a big number 3 record on WCOP, if you were listening, in Boston, Massachusetts. This is from February 1958. Let's give a listen to the Aquatones. This is on Lou Fargo's Fargo record label, their first of 8 for Fargo, going out to Jacob Montgomery. The song is called You. This is for Jacob.
My darling and lonely, now that you've gone, please come back to me. You are the answer to my prayer. I want to love you, and I swear to live my life with one desire, you. I believe the sweet thing that you said you liked me, and instead you broke my heart. You, yes, you. My darling, come back and stay with me. I'd live just for you. We'll be so happy together. Please come back to me. It isn't like you'll ever know. I am so sad. Why did you go? You broke my heart. You, yes,
There you go, by request for listener Jacob Montgomery. That's Lynn Nixon and the Aquatones from February 1958. Did I even say the Aquatones? I think I did. That's on the Fargo record label. Song entitled You. Now, for you collectors out there, check your copy of this. The true first presses do not show distributed by Ampar under the logo. So there you go. I found multiple copies of this out in the wild. Of course, it was a big hit here in New York. But this one is a true first press. I try to play first presses here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let us continue here for a Saturday evening. Fill a request for listener Timothy. We are in the year 1958. This is not an easy record to find on a label out of Kinston, North Carolina. It's called Beverly Records. Now, the song was written by the group's manager. His name is Lehman H. Drummage. It features a 16-year-old Irving B. Perry on lead, and a number of members of this group, which included James, J.D., and Lindbergh Uzel, would later become the Corsairs, but they were members of this group. Corsairs, of course, had a hit called Smoky Places. But let's go to May of 58 for Timothy. The Cool Toppers on the Beverly record label. It's called Is That Exactly What You Want to Do? This is for Timothy.
find somebody new. So just before we part, please stop and ask your heart, is that exactly what you wanna do? I thought that our love would last forever, and there would never be a someone new. So before you make a new start, please stop and ask your heart, is that exactly what you wanna do? It's true, I don't have earthly riches. Someone may offer more than I do. But one thing they can't buy, no matter how they try, the love I have for you. Oh, you said that it was only a game that you were playing, and that I should have known it from the start. So just before we part, please stop and ask your heart, is that exactly what you wanna do? I should have known it from the start. So just before we part, please stop and ask your heart, is that exactly what you wanna do? Is that exactly what you wanna do? Is that exactly what you wanna do?
That's going out to Timothy. That's a rare 45. The Cool Toppers there from May 1958. It's on the Beverly record label. Is that exactly what you wanta? W-A-N-T-A. Want to Do is the name of the tune, and it features 16-year-old Irving B. Perry on lead again, and a lot of those members went on to record as the Corsairs. That was a 45 I bought a long time ago from Barry Sold. So I think it was, I don't know what he charged me for that record. I mean, it was less than $1,000, I would have to say it was. It was maybe about $5 or at the time, and we're talking about, what, 1990 or whatever? Long time ago. Let's stay in 1958. Fill a request for listener Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room for the Cufflinks. You know, there were a few groups, a couple of groups that recorded with the Cufflinks. There was one with a C, okay, that recorded for Dootsy Williams' Dutone record label, and one with a K that recorded for Gene Autry's Challenge record label. And believe it or not, both Cufflinks recorded the same song that was originally done, I think, by the Casuals on the Backbeat record label, a song called So Tough. But Chris requested the Cufflinks with a K. This is their second release on Gene Autry's Challenge record label from March of '58, and it's featuring Johnny Woodson on lead. Of course, Johnny Woodson would sing with the Crescendos on the Spry label. That is a rare record that I have featured here on the program. So let's go to March '58 for the Cufflinks featuring Johnny Woodson on lead. This is going out to Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. It's on the Challenge label. It's called Service with a Smile.
Oh bop doo bop shooby dooby doo bop. Oh bop doo bop shooby dooby doo bop. Oh bop doo bop shooby dooby doo bop. Oh bop doo bop shooby dooby doo.
Well, there's a drive-in on the corner, and there's a car working there. She's the cutest little doll that I ever saw, any place or anywhere. She gave me service with a smile, service with a smile, and when she called me honey child, she gave me service with a smile. that car hops side. She gave me service with a smile. Service with a smile. And when she called me honey, child, she gave me service with a smile. Service with a smile. Service with a smile. And when she called me honey, child, she gave me service with a smile. And when she smiles, my head starts spinning. And when she walks, my heart just flips. And when I realize what's before my eyes, I start giving her bigger tips. She gave me service with a smile. Service with a smile. And when she called me honey child, she gave me service with a smile. Service with a smile.
That's going out to Chris Reed in our YouTube chat. Those are the Cufflinks with a K. It features Johnny Woodson on lead there, March 1958, on Gene Autry's Challenge label out of Hollywood, California. Service with a Smile is the name of the tune. I don't think a lot of people give you Service with a Smile anymore. Some are actually rude. I should be playing that record when I go get my gas filled. But anyway, my car filled with gas is what I meant. Anyway, Johnny G losing his mind here. Again, thank you all for tuning into the program. If you're new here, those of you listening on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. We're also broadcasting simultaneously live on Oldies and More Radio, as we are now on Oldies and More Radio beginning at 9 p.m. So if the copyright police arrest Johnny G on YouTube, you can always swing over to oldiesandmoreradio.com and tune into the program there, but no visual. Some people get spoiled about that, but let us continue here. Fill a request for listener Paul Michel as we go to the Pet record label. This label co-owned by Don Roby. He was the owner of the Backbeat and Duke and Peacock labels, and also Don Carter. They were looking for local talent here in New York City, and they put out this label, they created this label, Pet Records. Not a lot of releases on the label, but there's some really good records on the label. And this group was one of the discoveries, probably out of New York City. It's from April 58. They're called the Revlons, great two-sided 45. This is for listener Paul Michel, the Revlons with Charlene, I don't think that's the side. I think he wanted to hear, well, I got to check now, but I'm going to feature, I thought it was This Is the Moment. Let us check to see. But I'm going to play this side. We'll flip it over if it's not. I thought it was this side. But anyway, Paul, forgive me if it is not. We'll flip it over if it is not. I'm going to check the email. It's called This Is the Moment. The Revlons for Paul Michel.
This is the moment I waited for. This is the moment for love and joy. I love you, darling. Please wait for me. Please wait for me. This is the moment, calm my heart. This is the moment, for we will never part. I love you, darling. Please wait for me. We made a promise.
by request for Paul Michel, the Revellons from April 58 on the Pet record label. This is the moment. Charlene, you got the wrong title in there. You probably copied The Dreams Are for Fools, but that's okay. Anyway, and also I got to check because the group with the K is... Oh, see, well, Charlene, it said Johnny Jennings. That is correct, but I say that it really is Johnny Woodson and the Crescendos is what that's what I meant. I should have said Johnny Jennings, but that's what Charlene was trying to tell me. But I think that is Johnny Woodson on that other record, As I Lose My Mind. Let us continue here. In 1958, we fill a request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. We go back to Philadelphia for Lee Andrews and the Hearts. They had 4 releases on the United Artists record label. This is the B-side to their resung version of Maybe You'll Be There. This is the flip of that. A song co-written by Roy Calhoun. Well, Charlene, he might be doing lead on. Is this because I don't think Lee Andrews did lead on the fast songs. I don't know. Somebody could correct me, but this is October 58. Lee Andrews and the Hearts on United Artists. It's called All I Ask Is Love. This is for Edmund Williams.
All I ask is love, 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 love. All I ask is love, love, love. Why can't you be true to me? It's all I'm dreaming of. Won't you give me kisses? Surrounded with your charms. Lord knows how I missed it when you're not in my arms.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That is Lee Andrews on lead. It definitely sounds like him. Sometimes it was he wasn't the lead singer on a lot of the up-tempo sides, maybe the early stuff. But that is a B-side to the resung version of Maybe You'll Be There, a song entitled All I Ask Is Love. Came out in October of 1958 on United Artists Records. That is for Edmund Williams. Let us continue here in 1958. And this is a request for John Engstrom. Now, this is a duet that Charlene has no information on, and this is not in the greatest shape, so I'm kind of like cringing to play this record. But John is looking for some specific songs that he doesn't have on MP3, and maybe I think he's trying to collect everything that is in the what is that book? There is a group harmony book out. It's not the Kreider book. It's another book done by some kind of doctors or something. But he's trying to get every song in that book. Not so much so on original 45, but the sound. So sometimes when I get requests, they have to fit the format of the show. So sometimes a lot of those rare records, the B-sides are truly B-sides. They're not really good. Most of the time they're not. But I should say most of the times they are good sides, but sometimes they are not. But I forget how the flip of this is, but the condition is not good on this record, so I normally would not play this, but I will play it for John to hear. It's from May 58, this duet. They're known as Vic and Vicky, and this is their only release. Now, Dave Bartholomew wrote this along with Charles Cornish, I think. Yes. This is on Imperial Records. Let's give it a whirl. Vic and Vicky going out to John Engstrom. It's called Never Let You Go.
You didn't love me. You broke my heart in two. You took your ring and picture and said that we were through. But I love you now and forevermore. We went to school together. It was our first romance, and now you found another. Please give me one more chance for my darling. I'll never let you go. You broke my heart when you said we'll part. I love you all so much, but now you linger in my memory because you're the world to me. They told me you would hurt me, my fool heart could not see, because within my heart I'm sure you meant to me, oh my darling. I'll never let you go.
There you go. That's going out to a John Engstrom from May 1958, Vic and Vicky. It's on the Imperial record label. Never Let You Go is the name of the song. That record had two negative things going for it. First of all, it was a grainy press. That's number one. Number two, it was trashed. It was. Well, hopefully it sounded okay. I know Bill Obe's ears were cringing on that because that is subpar as far as Johnny G is concerned with featuring records here on the program. I try to get everything mint, but sometimes it's impossible to do that. But it's always great to upgrade, which I have been doing lately. But let us continue here. In 1958, now on the here is a request as we go to Brooklyn, New York for listener Gordy Freeman. This is on Bob McGee's Rim record label. I played the flip side of this on the June 15th show, requested by Paul Michel, a song called Kathleen. But Gordy has requested the flip side, the first of two for this group called the Adelphis, which included Dennis Armstead, Carl Baldwin, Chris Bakersville, Tyrone Benjamin, and Jimmy Price. And this is the B-side to their first release from April 58 for Gordy Freeman, the Adelphis on the Rim label. It's called Darlin', It's You for Gordy.
Darling, it's you, for me to love, my whole life through. Darling, it's you, oh, and if you want me to Darling, it's you.
Darling, it's
Yes, going out to Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. They are called the Adelphis. The Adelphis from April 58 on the Rim record label. Darling, It's You is the name of the tune. Their other one is The Sun Won't Shine Anymore. I think that's the name of their other one, which is another great record that they do. Johnny G here on a Saturday. Let us continue here in 1958. And we fill a request for listener Bob Cruz in Maryland. And I don't know anything about this group except that this is on Bill Lashley's Amp 3 record label out of New York City. A tune written by band leader Harold Perkins. And it's with also his band backing them up. They're called the Don Clares, and maybe this is some sort of answer record when things were coming out about jobs, like the Silhouettes, Get a Job, etc. Well, this is the Don Clares from 58 on Amp 3. It's called I Lost My Job. This is for Bob Cruz.
I'm walking down the street. Boy, I'm scared from head to feet. Oh, what my big fat wife might say when she find out that I lost my job today.
I know everybody now.
I lost the job. I put in overtime. I even stayed till after 9. But you know he fired me any old way. That's what I get for playing.
I know everybody now.
I lost the job. I'm walking to work like any other day, hoping maybe to get a raise in my pay. I walk in the office and guess what he said?
I know everybody now.
I lost my job. I'm walking down the street. Boy, I'm scared from head to feet. On what my big fat wife might say.
I know everybody now.
I lost my job. Oh, woe is me. What am I gonna do? My fat wife will kill me. My kids will go hungry. The neighbors will talk. Lord, help me now. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
There you go. That's going out to Bob Cruz in Maryland. They're called the Don Clares. That's 1958 release on the Amp 3 record label. I Lost My Job is the name of the tune. Lots of records in 1958 about jobs. Not only Get a Job, I Lost My Job, I Got Fired, a whole bunch of different songs about related to jobs. Well, I could tell you that I got fired. What was this called? I lost my job. Well, I think I lost my job 3 or 4 times, and it's not that fun when you lose. You can't buy records when you're collecting unemployment. That is for sure. It's just not enough money. And that happened to me. That happened to me when I was offered big records. I says, well, and I don't like to pay on time. I just hate it. 30 days on my credit card, and that's it. I hate to pay on time. That I don't like to do. But sometimes I had to when Spence would offer me these big records, and I said, you just got to give me a couple weeks, because I just don't like to do it. I just don't like it. Anyway, Johnny G liking the 45's, though. Let us continue here. And let's go to Elizabeth, New Jersey for this next group. We fill a request for Gary Hendren. Thank you, Gary, for your email. This group had 2 releases on the local Wagner record label. And their, wait a minute. Their first lead singer was someone by the name of Pat Mazzillo, who unfortunately would die in a fire back in February of 1959. But the group continued on with a new lead singer, Mike Benez. And I don't know if he's got to be on this one, Charlene, right? Because this is the second release, I hope. I hope that's what you have here. From April 1959, these are the plurals on the Wagner label for Gary Hendren. The song is called I'm Sold.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
I sampled your arms, they're just the right size. Your sweet loving charms I see in your eyes. I'm so, baby, sold. I'm sold on you. I'm sold on you. Well, I sampled your kiss and oh, what a thrill. No one felt like this since Jack felt for Jill. I'm so, baby, sold. I'm sold on you. I'm sold on you. Since I took inventory of the charms that you possess, don't say I'm bold
when I say I'm sold
on your sweet, sweet caress. Just keep a supply of dreams on the shelf and stack them up high for you and myself. I'm so, baby, sold. I'm sold on you. I'm sold on you. I'm sold. I'm sold on you. Since I took inventory of the charms that you possess, don't say I'm bold
when I say I'm sold
on your sweet, sweet caress. Just keep a supply of dreams on the shelf and stack them up high for you and myself. I'm so, baby, sold. I'm sold on you. I'm sold on you.
Yeah, that's the group's second release. Their first release was a song called Donna My Dear, flipped with Miss Annie. So that was the first group. That featured Pat Mazzillo on lead. Then, unfortunately, he died and in February of '59. So the group had a new lead singer, Mike Benez, and that's their second release, song entitled I'm Soul. Those are the plurals, going out to Gary Hendren on the Wanger label. And of course, I think Frank Chingaro mentioned it, the Intruders. You know, the Intruders that went on to record Cowboys to Girls in 1966. They recorded that song for Gowan Records back in 1961. We are in the year 1959 here as we fill a request for listener Tommy Albergo. Now, this singer, he was previously the lead singer of the Valentines, recorded for George Goldner's Rama record label. But after the group split up, he continued to assist George Goldner's with finding new talent for his labels and also writing and producing, and he also continued to record at the same time. Had solo releases for MGM and Metro and Orchid and 20th Century and Seville and I think other labels also. But in 1959, he recorded for George Goldner again, this time on his Gone record label, a song that he did together with the Chantels, providing background vocals. And this is a request for listener Tommy Albergo. This record first came out, I don't know why they did it, but it first came out as Richie B. Maybe he didn't want to, maybe they figured that it was a different type sound for him. I don't know what the reason was, because then it also came out as just Richard Barrett, and then it came out as Richard Barrett with the Chantels. So there's got multiple variations in the artist here. But this is the true first press here as Richie B. This charted number 38 on WHK in Cleveland, Ohio. This is from May 59. Richie B, aka Richard Barrett, and the Chantels backing him up on the Gone record label, appropriate for this time of year for Tommy Albergo. It's called Summer's Love. That's going out by request for Tommy Albergo. That is Richard Barrett, but on this, the true first presses of this, from May 59, he came out as Richie B, and then it came out as Richard Barrett. I don't know if with the Chantels came out first or without it, but it comes multiple ways. But that is the first press. Summer's Love is the name of that tune. It's on the Gone record label. That's George Goldner's. Also, this is on like Goldner put out these cool Battle of the Group EPs. I think it's on Battle of the Group EP number 5, but probably as Richard Barrett and the actually, I take it back. On the Battle of the Group, I should have pulled it out. I didn't notice this. I just saw it. On the EP, they dubbed in a male group So if you want to hear that one, send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. So they switched out the Chantels and put in a male vocal group there on that record. Interesting. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasures show, fill a request for listener Daniel Kubacki. We are in the 1959 block. We go to Akron, Ohio for this next group. It's on Al Silver's Ember record label. They're called the Scarlet Tones. We'll talk about this group later, as Charlene, this is the group I wanted you to put down with Ruby and the Romantics, but we'll talk about it. June 59 for Daniel Kubacki, the Scarlet Tones on Ember. It's called Do You Remember?
Doom-a-nap-a-dub, doom-a-nap-a-dub-dub-dub.
The night when first we met, and I told you I never shall forget you, my darling. You'll be here in my heart. Here in my heart. You know I love you was all that I could say when it happened. I'd fallen all the way, oh my darling. I love you so. We were in love, love was ours. We were like two budding flowers caught in the web of happiness. For your love, love, darling, is all I possess. Now that I have you, I love you more. And you know it, oh girl, that I adore. Say you love me and stay here in my heart. We were in love, love was ours. We were like two budding flowers caught in the web of happiness. For your love, love, darling, is all I possess. Now that I have you, I love you more, even more, and you know it. Oh girl, that I adore. Say you love me and stay here in my heart. Do you remember when first we met?
That's by request for Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room, that group called the Scarlet Tones. Scarlet Tones from June 59. It's on the Ember record label. Do you remember? I've never seen a stock copy of that record. I don't know what happened with that record. Something happens with it goes really high at some parts. Very similar to what George Goldner used to do on his G and Gone records. He used to, I don't know why he did that. Would just increase the volume all of a sudden. But what I wanted to say about this is because I know on my 60s show somebody requested Ruby and the Romantics. So I told Charlene, I said, Charlene, there is, look on our data file, there is Ruby and the Romantics. Before they added Ruby Nash, there was another vocal group that they recorded as before they added the female lead, and it started off as this Scarlet Tones here because what it is was two of these group members, Ronald Mosley and James Porter, would go on to join the Supremes, which I played, I think last week somebody requested the Supremes on app from 1960. So what they did, that Supremes group, is they added Ruby Nash in 62 and they became Ruby and the Romantics. So that's what I need in my database. Just Arlene. But anyway, let us continue here. We move into 1960 now. Fill a request for listener Joe Shacatano as Lee Andrews returns. You know, he was originally from Goldsboro, North Carolina, but then he would relocate to Philadelphia when he was 2 years old. He had a lot of great 45's with his group called The Hearts, but he had a number of solo releases, and he had 3 of them on the Swan label. This was his first. Actually, this might be the B-side to his first, if I'm not mistaken. And the uncredited vocal group backing him up on his Swan releases was a group called the Neons, and they were Richard Booker, Richard Mason, Bobby Bell, and Sandra Mingo. Now, so this song, yes, Charlene, good information here. So what happened is, on this song here, this song called I've Got a Right to Cry is a tune that was first done by Joe Liggins, actually first done by writer Joe Liggins and the Honey Drippers back in 1945 on Art Roop's specialty label. But let's move all the way up to December of 1960 for this rendition by Lee Andrews on the Swan record label for Joe Shacatano in our YouTube chat room. It's called I've Got a Right to Cry. Lee Andrews for Joe.
Got a right to cry. Got a right to cry. I've got a right to cry. Got a right to cry. I've got a right to cry. Got a right to cry. All day I sing the blues. I'm in my lonely shoes. Could you be so unkind? Got a right to cry. I've nearly lost my mind. Got a right to cry. I wonder if you care. My life's a sad affair. My heart is aching, breaking. I don't know what to do, sweetheart. It's just because with you, you know you did me wrong. Got a right to cry. Come back where you belong. Got a right to cry. And end this reason why. I've got a right to cry. Got a right. Got a right. Got a right. Got a right. Got a right to cry. Got a right. Got a right. Got a right. Got a right. Got a right to
That's by request for Joe Shacatano. That's Lee Andrews, a solo effort by him. The side that it mostly gets played is his rendition of the tune I Miss You So, but that's the flip side that often does not get played. There you go, Lee Andrews and the uncredited Neons from December 1960 on Swan Records. Going out to Joe Shacatano, I've Got a Right to Cry. Yes, I do. Johnny G's Got a Right to Cry. We are in Vinyl Treasure Overtime. So thank you all for being here. If you're new to the program, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, let us fill a request now, as we are in the year 1960. A request for Adrian Viterbo. He's listening in Mexico. He's in our YouTube chat room, as this girl group is out of Owensboro, Kentucky. And this is their single that came out on the Royce record label. I knew who owned Royce Records at one point. But what this group did is, for some reason, they re-recorded this song. They're called the Hayden Sisters. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play back to back the original as it came out, and then they re-recorded it, so you can tell me which one you like best. Okay, so first, this record came out on the Royce label. They were known as the Hayden Sisters. It was released in March of 1960, and Martha Hayden, she is the lead singer, and I'm going to follow it up with their re-release of this, which came out in September. So first in March of 60, then they re-recorded it in September of 1960 for the Tilt record label. And the difference in the recordings are that this version, their first, is only 2 minutes and 40 seconds, although that is a lot for, at that, I should say, for a record from 1960. And then the re-release is 3 minutes and 3 seconds, although it looks shorter, so don't ask me, but it says it on the label. But anyway, I'm going to play them back to back. This is for Adrian, the Hayden Sisters, first from March 1960 on Royce. It's called Silent Tears.
Inside
There you go, by request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. You heard the first release by the Hayden Sisters on the Royce record label. Ferdy has it as March of 1960 with Martha Hayden on lead, Silent Tears. And then he says he's got here that the second release came out on the Tilt record label, and he has a release date here of September of 1960. So I don't know if that is correct. Usually, if I were to gamble on it, that when he has a month with the date, it is pretty much correct. It's when he's got his single dates that I tell Charlene we got to double check. So I then played the second one there, and I'll call it September 60. Big Dave has a different date, like 61, maybe, but at least the gals are more up front here with the second release. And of course, it was recorded better, I would have to say. But there you go. That's on Tilt Records, September 1960. And then Smash, he says Smash picked up this Tilt release in 1961. And he's got it, he even has a matrix numbers in there. So I don't know, he was getting information from the record companies themselves, especially Mercury Records, that sent him all the matrix numbers and whatnot. But who knows? You know, maybe if there's some chart action with that, you know, you can kind of like it's like kind of like, you know, a guesswork on a lot of things here, but it's close enough for government work. Let's put it that way. But there you go, Adrian. 2 records by the Hayden Sisters. Take your pick. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Bill Schmaltz. He's going to hear this on the archive here. Now, this group met a label owner, Buddy Caldwell, while I was singing in a local club, and he wanted to record them, and he did record them on his Rocal record label, which was based out of New York City. They were called the Versatiles, and it featured the lead singer with the falsetto voice of Ricky Cardo. We'll talk about that after I play the record here for Bill. From September 1960, these are the Versatiles on Rocal Records for Bill Schmaltz. It's called Lundy Dundee for Bill.
Hello, in London.
Hello, in London.
Hello, in London.
Hello, in London. Dun, dun, dun,
Wake up in the morning, out on the job, work hard for my pay every day. And she'll be with me to stay, with me to stay. Love, 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 love.
As September 1960 release going out to Bill Schmaltz in Florida, the Versatiles there. The Versatiles on the Rocal record label. Lundy Dundee is the name of the tune. That's Ricky Cardo, unmistakable voice, that falsetto voice of Ricky Cardo. Now, after this release, some of the group members joined the service. Then 2.5 years later, the group reformed with the same lineup but changed their name to the Majors. They were signed with Imperial Records. They had their biggest hit, their first release. It was called A Wonderful Dream. And then in 1966, they recorded as the Performers on the ABC record label. Charlie, we got to mark that down too. Because we don't get that, we might not get that information when we do the 60s stuff. So anyway, so that is important. Let us continue here. We move into 1961. We fill a request for Butch Ford in Hawaii. This group is out of Washington, D.C. They're called the Four Bars, and this is the same group that started back in 1954 recording for Jerry Blaine's Josie record label, but they recorded for many different labels through the years, and here's one that they did on the Len label out of Philadelphia, but it's Buddy Caldwell's Len record label, and it features Eddie Day, D-A-Y-E, Eddie Day on lead. 1961 for Butch Ford, the Four Bars on Len. It's called Just Bid Me Farewell. This is for Butch.
Darling, there's nothing more for you to say. Just bid me farewell, and I'll be on my merry way. I'll be on my merry way. Many times have we tried it over and over and over again. Oh, but darling, we know it can't work. There is no need to pretend. There's no need to pretend.
There you go. That's going out to Butch Ford there. That's the sound of the Four Bars. That's the same group that began recording back in 1954 for the Josie record label. This is 1961 on the Len record label out of Philadelphia. That's Eddie Day on lead. The Four Bars with Just Bid Me Farewell. Almost time to go here. And that was a 45 that Greg Zurich told me was not cheap. That's a hard record to find, I got to tell you. Let's stay in 1961. Let's fill a request for Jim Lampley in Texas. This group, they're from the Fort Greene section of Brooklyn, New York. and it's the group's only release. This song co-written by the lead singer of the group, this gal by the name of Carol Berry. It's arranged by Vinny Catalano. This would be re-released. I think Blast Records reissued this in 1963, but this is the first release on the Whale record label. Let's go to August 1961. They're called the Magnificent Four. Magnificent Four with Carol Berry on lead. For Jim Lampley, it's called Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam is calling her man. Now he'll have to leave. So long. Shed a tear, for I'll be home next year. Yeah, so long.
Daddy must leave me.
Oh, these if you get a stone mint copy on a styrene 45, polystyrene we can call it, they sound great, because that record, I used to find this record out in the wild, they played crappy after they're worn out or they're not taken care of, but that one sounds really great. There you go. That's going out to Jim Lampley in Texas, the Magnificent Four. Female lead there, Carol Berry, from August 61. The flip side of the A side was called The Closer You Are, cover of the Channels record. That's the B side, Uncle Sam. It's on the Whale record label. Let's stay in 61. We fill a request for Butch Ford. He had 2 requests in the year 71. This group from California, as I think this group is really the Four Dots. You know, the Four Dots that recorded for the Freedom label, Pleading for Your Love? I think this is the same group, at least the members, Albert Stone, Eddie Daniels, and bass Walt Crosby. Well, maybe not all the same, but some of them are. And maybe the lead singer on this, he definitely wrote the song. His name is Jule Akins. Now, Jule Akins, he was would have a big hit in 1965 with the Birds and the Bees. I don't know if he's on lead here, but he definitely wrote the song, and he was also. I got Copyright Police out all of a sudden. What do you think of that? But he was definitely doing lead on Pleading for Your Love. But on this release, on Imperial, they were known as the Astro Jets. This is from June 61. It's for Butch Ford. The Astro Jets on Imperial with Hide and Seek.
Oh baby, let's play some hide and go seek. Oh baby,
Sha-da-dee-dum-dum-dum, 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 sha-da-dee-dum-dum-dum. Woo!
Big alligator gonna jump in the river. Got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100.
And here are my baby's call.
I ain't gonna come one more time. That's gonna be when the sun goes down. Now last night, the night before, when the four robbers at my door, I ran to the door, let them in, hit them over the head with a rolling pin. They didn't go east and they didn't go west, must went back to robbing nest.
oh baby, let's play some hide and go seek. Oh baby,
Sha-da-dee-dum-dum-dum, 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 sha-da-dee-dum-dum-dum.
All in. I ain't gonna count for one more time, y'all. Ready or not, here I come. Hide, stop, I'm gonna get you, this I'll do. Please don't let me catch for you. Now last night and the night before, 24 robbers at my door, ran to the door, let them in, hit them over the head with a rolling pin. Didn't go east and it didn't go west, must went back to robbing man.
oh baby, let's play some hide and go seek. Oh baby,
Sha-da-dee-dum-dum-dum, 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 sha-da-dee-dum-dum-dum.
All right, come on out, Ann. I see you over there. Big old Bob over there in them boots. Something. Woo! Let me get out of here. So long, y'all are rude. You do. Gee, fellas, I hear my mother calling me. I'm gonna have to make it on to the pad like bye, you all.
There you go. That's going out to Butch Ford there. That's the Astro Jets. I think that's Jule Akins, not the bass, but the other voice I think is him. June 61 on Imperial Records, Hide and Seek, with Jule Akins there on lead. Also, he wrote the tune. We are in the year 1961. Let's fill a request for listener Ronnie Sherman. This group is out of Philadelphia, and it's their only release. Came out on Jerry Roth's Raina record label, which was out of 1650 Broadway in New York City. And this is from May 61. They're called The Vibes. It features Donald Singleton on lead. It's going out to Ronnie Sherman. The Vibes on Raina, R-A-Y-N-A. It's called You Got Me Crying. This is for Ronnie.
There's somebody else I go crying, and you got me lonely because you said you were leaving, and
That's a nice tune there by request for listener Ronnie Sherman. Those are the Vibes out of Philadelphia from May 1961. That's Donald Singleton on lead. You Got Me Crying is the name of the tune. That's on the Raina record label. We got one more in the year of 1961. We go to Brooklyn, New York. Fill this request for listener Bob Cruz in Maryland. This girl group, which included Brenda Reed. Brenda Reed, you may know her. She would later become the lead singer of the Exciters of Tell 'Em fame on United Artists Records, but she's not doing lead on this song. The lead singer on this is Sylvia Wilbur, and we fill a request for listener Bob Cruz. They're called the Masterettes. The Masterettes on Lesage Records from 1961. Their tune is called Never Ever for Bob.
Never, 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 ever, ever, ever see the light. Oh, no, you will never, never, ever, ever see the light. Never see the light. Never see the light. You will never, never, ever feel the pain. Never feel the pain in my heart. 1,000 years may go by, and I will never see you cry. Not even when I say goodbye. Would you even try? Is it true? Is it true that a man is not supposed to cry? Oh, you will never, never, ever, ever see the light. Oh, no, 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 see the light. Oh, no, 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 see the light.
That group, that's going out to Bob Cruz in Maryland there. That's the sound of the Masterettes. Masterettes from 1961 on Lesage Records, Never Ever. That's Sylvia Wilbur on lead. That is the group to rival the Masters that also recorded for the Lesage record label. I have a duplicate of that record if anybody's looking for it. But anyway, let us continue here. We move into 1962. Let's fill a request for listener Ronnie Sherman. And this is this group's debut single. Came out on the Bambi record label in 1961. They followed it up with this release on United Artists Records. They're called Ferris and the Wheels. It features Tony Ferris on lead. We go to May of 1962. This is for Ronnie Sherman. Ferris and the Wheels on United Artists. Their tune is called Moments Like This. For Ronnie.
Moments like this make me recall the summer, the winter, the spring, and the fall. All of these seasons give me my reasons for loving you. Moments like this, moments like this make me forget unhappiness and tears and all our regrets. Moments like this make me forget losing you. Sweet moments like this I'll cherish through all the forthcoming years. A love like ours can never die. It only makes me realize that moments like this, oh my dear, make me want to hold you so near. Moments like this, moments like this, I can't forget. No, no, I can't forget.
There you go. That's for Ronnie Sherman. Two great requests, Ronnie. Thank you for those requests. Ferris and the Wheels there. May 62. Tony Ferris, the lead singer on United Artists Records. That's Styrene. I hate Styrene 45's, but that's Moments Like This is the name of the tune. Three more 45's to go before we sign off here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's go out to San Diego, California now. Fill a request for listener Jim Lampley in Texas. This gal's real name was Alice Wagner, but she previously sang and recorded with George Semper and his Kingsmen in 1962 for the Acclaim record label. But on this release, which came out on Jesse Jones and Jesse Johnson's 4J record label out of Los Angeles, she was known as Little Alice. The tune written by Gerald Russ, a.k.a. Lonnie Russ. It's arranged by Ray Shanklin. We go to December of 1962 for Jim Lampley in Texas. Little Alice and group on 4J. It's called Why, Oh Why.
Why, oh, why has my baby gone away? He said he loved me. He said he would stay. But now he's gone. Somebody please tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. What kind of fool was I to believe the things he said? How many times have I cried since the man left? Why did he leave me? Somebody please tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. I still can recall the thrill of it all. I wanna say I loved him so, tried so hard to let him know, but now he's gone. Won't you please tell me what did I do wrong? Somebody have a little mercy on me. Tell me why. Oh, tell me why. Please tell me why.
As going out to Jim Lampley in Texas, that's Little Alice. Little Alice, a.k.a. Alice Wagner, from December 62 on the 4J record label. Why, oh, why is the name of the tune. Let's go back to Philadelphia now. Fill a request for listener Gary Hendren. This tune written by Cal Mann and Dave Appel. This is on the Pageant record label. It's a subsidiary of Cameo Parkway. The singer goes by the name of Johnny Greco. The background vocals here are by the 4-Epics. And this Johnny Greco, originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is from January of 1963 on Pageant Records. Johnny Greco for Gary Hendren. It's called Rocket Ride.
Rocket ride, rocket ride, rocket ride, rocket ride.
By my side, I'm gonna take you on a rocket ride.
Rocket ride, rocket ride.
Let's fly high above. I'm gonna make you fall in love.
Fall in love, fall in love.
We embrace, I'm out in space. So come on, hold me tight. When we kiss, I fly like this. So take me to heaven tonight. Let's go side by side. I'm gonna take you on a rocket ride.
Rocket ride, rocket
Come on, and be here by my side. I'm gonna take you on a rocket ride.
rocket ride, rocket ride.
Let's fly high in sky above. I'm gonna make you fall in love.
Fall in love.
We embrace, I'm out in space. So come on, hold me tight. When we kiss, I fly like this. So take me to heaven tonight. Come on, let's go side by side we glide. I'm gonna take you on a rocket ride.
Rocket ride,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
rocket ride, rocket ride, rocket ride, rocket ride,
Yeah, we fill a request for Gary Hendren there for Johnny Greco. Johnny Greco out of Philadelphia, January 63 release on the Pageant record label. Rocket Ride is the name of the tune. The 4-Epics backing him up. Is it Johnny Jack, Charlene? I don't know if it's Johnny Jack. She's got here that it's Johnny Jack here. It's possible. I have to double check that because I really have to double check the information on the internet here because some people think it's one thing. They thought that Johnny Jack was one time, I don't know, Charlene, because there's some people that, because that Beggar That Became a King, I did a lot of research on that record, and I don't know if it's the same person, but I'm not going to say it. Maybe it is, but I won't say it. But anyway, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. Again, if you have a request, you have to email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Somebody just requested a, I got to check that Tommy Ray record. That might be good for my Wednesday night show. Because if it's kind of a more of a soulish type record, then I might be able to fit it in on a Wednesday night. Some of these records here, that's more doo-wop. If it's more doo-wop, I'll play it on the Saturday night show. But if it's kind of like has a transitional soulful sound, I can feature it on the Wednesday night show. That's what I do. But sometimes they overlap. When you start getting into 1963 and 64, even in 61, there's some records that don't have vocal groups. I'll play them on that soul show. I will. But anyway, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. I hope you enjoyed all the tunes you heard. Those of you tuned in on Oldies and More Radio, also live here on YouTube. And again, if you're new, those of you that are watching me on YouTube, please consider to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as we do this mostly 3 times or 2 times a week. As next week will be 3 shows during the week I'll be back on Wednesday night, as I mentioned, for the Soul Show. And then Thursday afternoon, beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be playing 78s out of my collection. And sometimes I go to the mid-1940s, and maybe sometimes a little earlier. But I got such a big response from that show. And then we end maybe 1958 or 57, depending. But the sound is phenomenal on the 78s. And then we're back here for the 50s and early 60s show that I play by year. So if you do send me a request, it'll be played in the year of its release. Or I try to do that as much as possible. So at least many of the people will go or come in when I get to that part. Or they listen to the whole show, as many do. But anyway, so thank you all for being here. Thank you, Charlene, again for your help. You did a great job on the show today. And if this show gets somehow blocked by the YouTube police there, the copyright police, you can always listen on vinyltreasures.net. That I house my MP3s there. You won't get the visual, but you will hear the stream. But we're going to close the show tonight. But also have another announcement on July 14th, which is a Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. I'll have a special guest disc jockey, Dave the Rave of Sirius XM. He will be here in the studio, and we'll be playing records. He'll be playing some records. I'll be playing some records. It's a Sunday, and he does a Relics and Rarities show, and he also is on the Tommy James show on Sirius XM, so he will be here. He's a good friend of mine. He's a big 60s collector, but he does have some DooWop, and he has a lot of soul records. So and he has garage too. But we'll be talking about collecting, maybe how we met and how he was instrumental in actually naming my show and getting me on the internet radio. But he will be my special in-studio guest. That should be a fun day. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, so thank you all for being here. We're going to close the show tonight with a request for Frank Gingaro. This song used to be a Gus Gossard favorite, at least when I first heard it. The group is out of Tulare. Is it see, where's Reed when I need him? Tulare or Tulare, California. And this group's debut single came out in 1962 for Northridge, which I have featured here on the program, a song called For You. But they followed it up with this song, which was first recorded by Chaves and Cheney as Be My Love on Spry in 1960. But then this version came out in December of 63 on Fred Astaire's AVA, AVA record label. This charted number 24 on WPEP in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And the high falsetto voice that you hear on this is Syl Grisby. And this group is called the Charades. The Charades from December 63, going out to Frank Gingaro. The Charades with Please Be My Love Tonight. Well, that's it, folks. Johnny G is out of here. I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Again, it'll be this Wednesday. If not, I'll see you next Saturday. If not, I'll see you 1 o'clock on the 4th of July right here on YouTube. And that's it, folks. Just want to say, everybody, so long for Frank.
Please be